What I'll do at this point then is turn it over to Steve Salmons for some introductory remarks, and then we'll move to our planner to take us through the zoning bylaw and official plan amendments. Steve?
Well, thank you, Mr. Mayor. Members of council, and to all members in the gallery as well this evening. I just want to make a few comments just to set out a framework for this evening's discussion. You recall that we had an open house on this topic in the proposals for an official plan amendment and a zoning bylaw amendment. Last July 15th, there was a similar crowd of size, a number of questions that were presented by the audience, and a number of questions were presented by council. A number of questions because of the recency and the newness of this legislation, this federal act, that we just didn't have answers to yet. So council, if you recall, didn't close the session. They deferred the issue pending further research and answers and consultation by administration to bring it forward back to council and to the public at a later date. Well, this is that later date. This is the continuation of that public open house which we're having this evening. Just for members of the audience, the first part of this evening will be once again, your opportunity to reflect on the updated report and further information that administration has brought back to council, to provide your opportunity to express your comments, opinions on the report directly to council, and then that public meeting portion will close, and council will then begin their deliberations on the administration's report. I want to reiterate what the mayor said. Tonight is not about any one particular proponent or any one particular site. I recall saying this on July 15th to no great success, but that tonight's meeting is not to decide yay or nay, thumbs up, thumbs down on any one proponent. Tonight's meeting is to set the framework, the game rules, the landscape for council and the town and administration to judge and to give us guidance as to how we will evaluate and how we will deal with proponents that come forward for medical marijuana or hemp operations. Regardless of what council decides tonight, they will not be considering or giving thumbs up to any proponent. We're not at that stage yet. We don't have the rules or the criteria to make that judgment. So tonight we will be looking, our town planner, Kim Darroch, to my right, not this right, just right here, will be presenting her report and the highlights of that report. And in that report you will see that we are recommending council consider the criteria for locating a medical marijuana or hemp operation in agriculture or business, or employment lands, or both. And we also set out the rules and the criteria that, having listened to council's question and listening to the community's input, that should be associated with either one or both of those opportunities. And that's what I would ask you to focus and limit to your comments to this evening. Is it appropriate in agriculture area? Not just any particular site that's, I guess we could be honest, that's been in the relatively large attention, but anywhere, whether it's in Comber or St. Joachim, Staples, Woodsley, would it work in an agricultural area anywhere? Would it work in employment lands anywhere? And if it would, in either or both, what should be the rules of the game for a proponent to be assessed against? What is it that we should be judging and setting the bar such that we protect the community, at the same time encourage and attract investment into our community? So that's what this evening's about. Once we get this policy, the OPA and zoning bylaw amendments from council, that will give administration the direction to consider the next step. That's an actual proponent. And we would put that proponent through that rigorous process, whether it's agriculture, whether it's business, based on the criteria that will be established by council tonight, based on our report, community input, and council deliberation. So at this point, Mr. Mayor, I'd like to turn it over to my colleague, Kim.
Okay. Kim?